What is up, guys, and welcome back. As I always do, I'm walking from the house to the barn. We're at the end of the baiting you guys and leaving vague clues about what's going on, who I'm meeting in Oklahoma, what I'm doing, who I'm doing it with. Hi, ladies. Why are y'all just hurdled up on the porch? I want to do this video a little different, guys, so if you want to click it, well, except for this part. Hi, Gummers. Momo. I was thinking what better place to do it than where I got my start, and that is in this goat barn with these goats. Y'all weren't here. Not all of you were here when we started this. For those of you who don't know, these are actually swings, and they're made for people. So we can sit over here and swing with the goats. Try not to swing so I don't make you guys sick. I really want to, more than anything, thank all of you guys who have continually watched, continually supported, brought me to the point where I could meet some of the biggest YouTubers, I guess, in my genre. So who did I meet? That's the mystery. Half of you will click away as soon as you find out. But I'm going to tell you anyway, for those of you who do support and are supportive and always here. Okay, let's get on the list. These are the big ones. There were probably about 50 to 60 channels that showed up for this event in Oklahoma, me being one of them, of course. It was led by a group of people like Jason from Cog Hill. Yeah, met that guy. He's hammering it out. He's at 183,000 subscribers right now, and he's just going to continue to be explosive and grow. It was funny, one of the little conversations we were having was Daniel from Arms Family, Dutch from Keeping It Dutch, and Lester from... Okay, Lester, look, brother, you're awesome. I'm not sure how many channels you have. I know you have Longhorn Lesters, you have the I'm a Survivor, Jamie has Suits and Boots. I think you guys have like 6 channels, plus you're all on Facebook as well. But those guys were standing around talking about how amazing Jason from Cog Hill was going to be, how that channel was going to blow up. None of them were understanding why it wasn't happening for him. I'll probably talk more about Jason from Cog Hill, because guys, when I started, if you go look at some of his earlier YouTube editing styles and my early YouTube editing style, he was what I modeled my editing off of. His fast-paced, choppy video, he did a lot of chop videos. If you go look at my earlier ones when I'm dumping food in bins or dumping food in cups or doing things around I really credit him the most for me being here. He was one of my biggest inspirations for getting out there and shooting. One that I don't want to leave out, even though she was not there, is Danelle. Ow, that's my leg. Danelle from Weed'em and Reap. She is the first YouTube I ever watched. I wanted to learn how to skin a chicken, and I thought, well, everybody's talking about that YouTube. I'll go watch me a YouTube, and then I'll figure out how to skin a chicken. She just happened to pop up. So Danelle was actually my original goat, and we have been watching Weed'em and Reap forever, since the beginning. She was our first channel. She wasn't at the conference in Oklahoma. The conference was called YouTube Creators United, put together by Arms Family, Cog Hill, Lester and Jamie from all their channels, and Dutch from Keeping It Dutch, Scott Walker from Gig. Go check out Gig. I was trying to talk to him, but he had to bolt. I don't know what happened or something. If there's an emergency, he was working on a deal with Michael Bublé. So the phone call looked good. He ran out of the room and left, and nobody saw him again, I don't think. So go check him out. GIGG Gig. Danelle's my goat. We started watching Crystal and we started watching Daniel all around about the same time. And then that led me to Jason from Cog Hill. Now, I have to be fair, Lester, and I told you this when we were there. I've never watched one of your videos. Didn't know you existed. Didn't know too much about Dutch, other than he was on Daniel's channel a couple times. Lest I forget, we also talked with Cameraman Ron. Cameraman Ron was one of the coolest dudes that I met. Ron, I hope you get this. I hope you see it, brother. And give me a shout out, you know, because that's what we do. Creators helping creators, right? Now, he's above my level by a few thousand, quite a few thousand subscribers. So maybe someday I'll catch up with you and we'll get that worked out. We'll do something. That's why I go on about Jason a lot, because he really is my inspiration behind editing and finally picking up the camera and getting out there. And Crystal from Blue Cactus Dairy. So Danelle, Daniel, Crystal, and Jason are my real inspiration for picking up the camera. And having been there and meeting those people, they're just normal people that picked up a camera one day. So what are we looking at? Walking in this room, doing this, having this opportunity to meet these people. We never spend our money foolishly. We never have. So when this popped up, Daniel did a little infomercial on his channel about this creators conference that was happening. And first jump reaction was, gotta be there, 100% gotta be there. And then we waited a couple days, a few days, and we talked about what it can do for the channel, what it can do for us. Is it worth the money to spend? The conference was expensive. And on top of that, you have flights, hotel. And it took us a few days. Now, we couldn't wait very long, because when someone like Daniel does a shout out for meeting him and these other people to learn from them, you got to jump on that, right? So within a couple days, we decided, yep, let's book this conference. Let's get her done. Let's go. And then reality was, somebody has to be here to milk the goats, to hang with the animals. And that's where the lovely H came in. You guys will see no video of her milking goats. You will see me and cameraman Ron talking about her milking the goats. Or not, since she's a secret agent. That's why she's always blurred. Is it worth it to go? Yes, 1000% yes. There's no comparison. There's no short-term way. Maybe I'll sit over here by a tree and make this very whatever you get when you sit over by a tree and do a video. Since my lovely ladies have done such a fantastic job of clearing all this area. So there's no way to pull that kind of knowledge out of the universe without just meeting those people, talking to those people, gaining that knowledge from those people. How to do videos, better videos, good videos. You don't know what you're doing wrong if you don't know what you're doing wrong. And not necessarily wrong, but is there a better way to do it? Is there a way to make it more beneficial to us, to the channel, to the farm, and more importantly than anything, to you guys? Other than through trial and error? No. So getting the opportunity to meet these guys, talk to them about how to do what we do in the best way. Combined knowledge, 49 years, 50 years of combined knowledge. I miss Drizzle. The majority of the creators there are about or just over 7 years into their channels. You still gotta earn it. Even if you go talk to them, you gotta put in the work, put in the effort. And we have been doing this for 18 months, almost to the day. And we jumped on that opportunity. And I went to Oklahoma. So we met Jason from Cog Hill Farm. This dude is at almost 200,000 subscribers. Brooke wasn't there. And neither was Merrick Carl, which is sad because I wanted to meet them both. We met Daniel and DJ from Arms Family Homestead. Awesome people. Daniel is at 709,000 subscribers. This doesn't count their Facebook, guys. I didn't even know they were doing Facebook videos. I didn't know Facebook videos were a thing, so we're gonna start rolling that out. Lester and Jamie from Longhorn Lester's, I'm a Survivor, from Suits to Boots, and the other 9 channels they have. I think combined, I think they said they're at like 1.2 million followers or slash subscribers with all their channels combined. We met Keeping It Dutch. He's at 404,000 just on YouTube. I don't know what he has on Facebook. And I met a lot of other people. Donovan, who's been on Daniel's channel a couple times. He's the one that took Daniel out, basically island hopping when they were in Florida. His channel is Team Tate. Oh, you guys are killing me, Smalls. Team Tate Outdoors. We met cameraman Ron, one of the greatest dudes that I've seen. He had, we clicked as soon as we met. I'm gonna try to move away from chatting at you guys right at this point and just show you me chatting a little and then clips from what we did. When I first got to the hotel, I walked in and standing in the lobby is Jason from Cog Hill Farms. Mind blown. Lester, who is a complete goofball. I don't know if I caught it in the video or not, but I was just doing a little circle around them as they were in the lobby. They were just chatting and Lester's like, oh, let me suck it in, get my good side. Dude is hilarious. And cameraman Ron, who I had never met, didn't even know about. I think he had been in a couple Daniel videos. I maybe saw his face and kind of recognized him, but didn't know who he was exactly. You're keeping me safe? Okay, I like that. So they're just all just standing in the lobby. Kind of introduced myself. Jason from Cog Hill, just so you know. Hey, what's happening? It's my Uber driver today, just so you know. Just chilling in the lobby, checking out this guy right here.
Hold on.
Oh, I'm sorry. I gotta get you good side.
Here, I'm so sorry.
I'm messing with you, brother. I play all the time.
Hey, man.
Nice meeting you. See you again.
Nice meeting you guys.
Yep. All right, buddy. Definitely, man. Take it easy, guys.
Lester, oh, is this yours?
Yeah, it's me. Cameraman Ron. I don't like it. Why have I never heard of that?
I work with Daniel's son, so
Okay.
I'm on
So
Daniel's
maybe
channel
that's-
sometimes. Daniel and I
Got
do
it,
some
got it.
collaborations and stuff.
Okay, got
I'm
it.
actually just here to film.
You're doing
the
the filming for
conference.
that.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I'm not as popular as those guys, so I'm way more fun than they are. I can tell you that.
Oh, I think we're gonna have a blast.
I think the whole idea was to keep it fairly small this year.
Yeah.
Feel out the kinks and then make sure that.
But let me get a
Give everything.
Oh, yeah.
cameraman Ron.
Absolutely,
right? So
yeah.
check him out. And then was trying to do a little tour of the hotel. I went outside. I was gonna start on the outside and come in. Daniel Arms shows up. Try to do this quietly, guys. So what is up, y'all, and welcome back. Check it out. I am in Oklahoma, and I am at the first annual Creators Convention. Oh, there's Daniel right there. Stony Creek Hotel and Conference Center in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Just flew in this morning. The hotel is cool. I won't bother you. How you doing there, man?
Good, how are you?
Good. Definitely gonna go upstairs. Super dope painting right there. This horse is pretty cool. So
Make sure it comes from
Guys are just in here warming up a little bit. Getting everything ready. Tonight is just, we're gonna have dinner. It's gonna be like a meet and greet, get to know everybody, a little bit of socializing. And then tomorrow we're gonna work through sessions. So much that I need to learn, want to learn. I just jumped into this. And it was crazy fast. Like all of a sudden I'm 14 months in and now I'm 17, 18 months in, and it's just like I haven't had time to just stop and think about process. What works? Why does it work? Tips, tricks, hints. How'd you get where you are? How can I get where you are? How can I improve what I'm doing? Should I change anything? Should I change everything? Hopefully with the powerhouse speakers that are gonna be here, I can learn a ton so we can make the channel better, so we can bring you guys awesome content. I just want to learn, and I'm lost. Can't take a country boy into the city and put him in a hotel. Shoot. I've spent too much time in my life in a hotel. Ah, found it. And chat about stuff. Oh, did you guys see my shirt? Jason was like an immediate, like, hey, I could talk to this dude all day. Lester was there. He's gonna be a goofball, so that could get interesting. Cameraman Ron, who, if you guys watch Daniel, you'll see him on there from time to time. We were chatting with him. He's really cool. So far, the people that I've met, I think they're kind of like me. They just picked up a camera one day and started filming, and they didn't lose who they were, and they're the same people. They're good people, and they just want to bring good content, show you what they're doing. They're just normal people that started a YouTube channel. That's the kind of people I can best connect with, and I want to learn so much from them this weekend that hopefully I can bring back and actually incorporate into the channel. I'm gonna go hook up with those guys and see if I can help do something, because I'm just sitting here and twiddling my fingers and I need to do something, right? So Daniel Arms shows up. I did not want to bug him. I am not the dude that's gonna just like, oh, Daniel Arms just got out of his car, let me run over there with my camera and stab it in his face. And so I respectfully didn't get him on camera when he was unloading his car and heading into the hotel. So I left them alone and did a little hotel tour. At this point, we've done the hotel tour, unloaded all my stuff in the room, got ready to go down to the conference, get down there to do the check-in. I don't know who all you guys follow, but Walker Farm Fam was sitting at the table checking people in, and I was like, what? Dang it, this is awesome.
Hello, how are you doing?
Good, how are you?
What's your name?
Sean and/or Zion Creek Farm, Z-I-O-N.
Yep.
Cute. Extra large.
Extra large.
Okay, you can put your name on here.
Okay.
Your name, channel name, however you want people to recognize you.
Gotta make it all official, right?
And then you got your agenda and your shirt.
You guys don't mind being on video, I assume?
Seems to be working pretty good.
How you guys doing?
That's right with all of us, and none of us work. We just work perfect.
He said, I'm not saying it's round, but it's rounder than all.
And then that kind of ended my day with the group of creators, Daniel and friends, Daniel, Jason, Lester, maybe Dutch was in there, Jamie, DJ, kind of meeting up in a circle to get their wits about them to, you know, get the show rolling. So at the end of day one, I did a little talk to the camera for you guys about literally full-on conversation that I had with Daniel Arms, just a normal dude just talking. Okay, y'all. This is me calming down. Because Daniel Arms, as you might think, is just a cool dude. We just had a great long conversation about goats and content and what he does and what he likes to do and changing it up and things like that. DJ came over. We just had a really good conversation about a lot of stuff for a long time. Talking about YouTube. A lot of creators here. Ohio, representing strong, Ohio. Good job. But right now we're getting ready to go in session, so I can't actually record in there while we're doing that. So I'll let you guys know. I met Daniel Arms. It means more to me than you probably... Yes. Anyway, that is all. We did a lot of business talk in there. I want you guys to be 100% clear. These people are legit business people. This channel is fun for them. It is their creative outlet. Cog Hill said straight out, YouTube crashed tomorrow, I would still be making videos. Now you're gonna come at me and just get the camera. Okay, well, stop. I love you. And you. But y'all need to get away from me. Okay, stop. I just had a conversation with Daniel about so much stuff. The YouTube realm, the real world realm, like what he does, what he is about. And for the dude to just bust out his phone and show you pictures and talk about the trash man crashing into his gate that he built and people showing up at his farm to take pictures at the gate. Hey, y'all, he has a camera out there that captures every one of you stopping there and doing selfies, which I think is hilarious. But I want you guys to take away from this more than anything. Not only are these people TV personalities, YouTube creators, they're real people. It was weird for me because I've watched these people for 5 years, lived through TV with their family, watched some of their kids grow up literally on TV. To meet them in person, they're exactly like you see on YouTube. They just are normal people that picked up a camera and let you into their lives and show you their lives and how they live it and what they're doing. But they are legit business people. I don't want to say they don't play, but this is a business. If you look at most of these people have quit their jobs just to do the channel and make a living off of that. Life goals, yeah, absolutely. That is a goal for this channel. But these people make it very clear that you have to treat this like a business because it is a business. This next little section, I was kind of walking through the room to kind of show you guys who was in there, and I saw Jason from Cog Hill standing there, and it looked like the people he was talking to were wrapping up. Jason from Cog Hill, he is the most humble person I've probably ever met in my life.
But Facebook does care what YouTube wants.
I've noticed I feel like longer videos.
You're not camera shy, are you?
Yeah, a little bit.
We meet again.
Nice to meet you again.
So,
Yes.
this is awesome.
You like it?
I love it.
Good.
Everybody's like, I was trying to tell my subscribers, it seems like you're just a normal guy who picked up a camera one day.
That's exactly right.
Some people keep that and they stay level-headed and they stay normal and nice, and then, you know, others, you know, whatever. But I've not met anybody here yet that was like, don't talk to me, don't talk to me.
Yeah.
So everybody's really cool. Everybody's
really cool. And that's the whole reason that we wanted you guys to network.
Yeah.
We found, you know, me, Lester, Dutch, Daniel, we found that, you know, instead of being competition, to help each other out.
Absolutely.
And so we're hoping that that's what y'all get out of this too.
I've said that time and time again. I'm not afraid of your YouTube channel.
Right.
I want to support you. I want you to support me. Like, I'm not worried if you steal 3 subscribers or 30 subscribers.
Right.
Like, it's just.
But then y'all can feed off each other.
Yeah.
Those people's subscribers can come to your channel and vice versa. So
Yeah.
that's what
Do
we're hoping
you,
people get out of it.
wait, try not to my wife said, don't fanboy on him. So I said, I'll try not to do that. But you are a massive inspiration
Thank you.
for me. So I will say there were people there quite literally because they thought that one of these huge channels was going to give them a shout out. Of course, we all want a shout out. We all want Daniel Arms to say our channel name and blow us up. And at the end of the day, some of these people who were there for that, who I talked to, and I know that's what they were there for, they all but said it, have 10 or 15 videos. And I don't fault anybody for that. Like, you got to start and you got to start pumping out videos. And I think enough people were trying to talk, we'll call them the big guys from here on out. How about that? There were enough people that had asked the big guys for a shout out that they literally had to kind of say, they didn't kind of say, they literally said, this is my brand. I've built this brand for 7 years, started from scratch. I'm from the ground up. This is who I am. This is what pays my bills. This is my life. I'm not going to give a channel a shout out with 100 subscribers and 10 videos because I don't know you. I don't have enough videos of yours to watch to say, this dude's pretty cool. I don't think he's going to do anything stupid next week. You know, if you give somebody a shout out and next week they go and, I don't know, do something that you disagree with, do something that you think is not intelligent, that comes back to you. So they had to tell us, not me, because I wasn't there for a shout out. I was there to learn, to pull knowledge from those people. But they had to say, look, we can't give everybody in this room a shout out. We don't know you. We don't want to risk damaging our brand for someone we don't know. And I can totally support that, 100% support that. But part of the learning, part of the education, and part of knowing, having done this for so long, is knowing that you gotta grind it out and you just gotta keep putting out the videos. Not just keep putting out the videos. I try to do good storytelling and good videos that drag you guys along through a plot that keeps, and I don't do it intentionally. It's just something I've done, but I try to make the video good and entertaining and drag you guys from beginning to end. If you're not doing that, you're never gonna get the subscribers. So just putting out videos is not the key. Just getting a shout out from a huge channel is not the key. You gotta put those videos out and they have to be good and they have to be watchable and you gotta connect with people and you gotta want them to stay around. When we exploded in April of this year from 500 to 600 subscribers to almost 3,000, that's great. That got us monetized, but what that did not do and what is the key in YouTube is views. Right now we have 3,204 subscribers. I get about 500 to 700 views per video. That's my core people. You guys have been around from the beginning, grinding it out with me. You know it's a grind. I hope you know it's a grind. And I love that you guys stick with me and I love that you watch my videos, even the bad ones. And I know some of y'all watch the bad ones and you don't say anything. So where was I? So after the interview with Cog, just so you guys know, I could not record day of conference. We paid to be there. We paid to have that information. We paid to get that knowledge from those people, and they didn't want to just put out on the internet, and I didn't either because I paid to be there as well. I want you guys to see that these huge channels, the big guys, sitting at tables with people simply discussing their stuff. And this is one of the greatest. When you look at Cog Hill and you say, why isn't this dude bigger? He'll tell you why. He spent 5 years doing it wrong. 5 years. 5 of his 7 years grinding in the wrong direction because he didn't know his demographic. He was pretty close to 50-50 male, female. All of his age demographics were right down the middle, perfectly aligned. Everybody loved him. That's what he thought. He thought, man, everybody loves me. I have 50-50 male, female watching me, and I have every age range in the demographic watching me. But he wasn't growing. And this dude laid down one little knowledge bomb that was know your demographic. So he really started digging into his numbers. His demographic is female, like mine. I am 85% female watchers from age 40 to 65 plus. I did not know that. I just learned that. That's almost exactly what Cog Hill is. And once he started making videos to his demographic, he exploded. And he had no idea. He was just grinding it out. So this is good information for us small peeps. Now, since we weren't really allowed to record inside the conference, this was me back in my hotel room talking about meeting with Dutch, the Dutch from Keeping It Dutch. The dude is huge. He's like 400,000 plus subscribers. That's just on YouTube. And he just came and sat at our table. And me and a young kid, Eldridge fam, I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. I'll show it in the next clip, and I'll put everybody's links are going to be in the description, guys. But we're sitting there, and Dutch is like, you know, what do your thumbnails look like? What do your titles look like? I'm very much, I like to have informative titles. You know, took Gummy to the vet, goats clearing land, how are the girls doing on the milk stand, building a bigger pasture for the bucks. I like to have informative titles. I read somewhere when I started that having that title in all caps draws attention to the channel and the title. Apparently that's a bad thing. That's spammy, and YouTube doesn't like that in the algorithm. So you guys are going to see my titles change to like lowercase and maybe a different kind of title based on Dutch's feedback. I'm essentially been dragging an anchor for 18 months because of the way I'm doing my titles. I know you love me, don't you? This goat sticks by my side like glue. Hi, Licky. The informative titles work great for you guys that watch me week in and week out, and I love you for that. And I hope you stay with me, even though I changed the titles to be not as informative, not clickbait, not bait and switch. I'm never want to do that, and you guys know that 100%. But what I am going to do is more, I guess the best way to describe it is probably vague and intriguing, leaving other people who don't know the channel guessing a bit about what the video is about instead of telling you all up front. People skim. If you don't like the thumbnail, that's X number 1. If you don't like the title, that's X number 2, and they scroll on. So in order to draw new people in, you got to leave them guessing with the thumbnail and leave them guessing a little bit with the title. Like, oh, what did happen? I don't know. What's going on? This, you know, intrigue. Draw them in. But for Dutch to sit at my table, and I was showing him my phone, and he's like, just give me your phone, dude. And I'm like, yes, that would be awesome. And he starts clicking through my thumbnails and titles and laying down some knowledge. So here's that clip. All right, y'all, what is up? We are on day 2. First of all, the dinner, guys, phenomenal. Second of all, after dinner was probably the greatest opportunity for any of us that were here to just sit and talk. I burned all my time with Dutch. Sorry, other guys. He came, sat at our table. We were chatting with him, laying down some serious knowledge about thumbnails and titles. Kind of busted me out for being stuck in my ways on doing better titles versus not inaccurate titles. Changing the wording of my titles. But holy cow, guys, I need a week with each of these guys just to be like, yep, that makes sense. Basically, at this point, I feel like I'm in my own way. So I just need to open up my mind a little bit and change the way I'm doing some of this stuff. But it's hard to change what you're doing if you don't know that what you're doing isn't right. So we're going to get a ton of knowledge dropped on us today, all day, up at 6. The conference will be done at 5, but there's going to be Q&A. There's going to be more chatting with people that are here. I'm not leaving the day, so hopefully I get a chance to just hang out with some of the people and just pick their brains, just absorb knowledge. So thank you guys for that, and thank you guys for watching. Next day was day of conference, so this was all Friday night, guys. I mean, this was just, it was almost too much to unpack. Like, I couldn't go back to the hotel room and sit and think on everything. I took copious amounts of notes. It was a grind, and it was so much information. So that was just Friday, and then Saturday was all day conference. I think it was 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. was just the conference portion of it. So this is the next morning. This is Saturday. This is conference day. I'm just cruising through the lobby there, just showing you guys who's in the room. Cameraman Ron, dude, you are my guy. Hook me up, brother. If we can ever do something together, let's do it. So cameraman Ron just jumps in my video. That's what he does. I love him. I love him. He was amazing. He was razzing me. It's go time.
What's going on, everybody?
Channel name?
The Eldridge Fam.
You want to spell it out just in case?
Yeah, it's the ELDREDGE and then just fam.
If you're following me, you're probably going to love his channel. Don't forget to subscribe, right? Right? I've heard that like a million times today.
Hey.
Morning. Hey.
Who's taking care of your goat?
The lovely H.
So there's no film of it then?
No.
There's no footage of the
No,
goat
she's actually milking and taking care of the goats.
Yeah, but I know, but you told me she doesn't like to be on camera,
right?
So there's no footage of what's going on while you're gone.
Maybe she'll shoot some and I'll blur her out.
Maybe so.
It'll be like
are you sure you really have a wife?
I think...
Because, I mean, it'd be real easy just to put any kind of object behind that blur.
That is true.
That could be, that might be your dog or something.
She does talk on camera.
Well, come on now. I mean, if you go watch my channel, I can put myself on there twice. So, I mean, you can do...
that's true.
You can take, basically, and, like, put voiceover of your voice and make you sound like her. I'm going to have to get a phone call out and try to make a phone call today and make sure she's real just for your audience.
If you called her and told her you were Ron the cameraman, she would probably die.
I doubt that very, very seriously. So y'all go make sure you subscribe if you have not.
Yes.
If you're not subscribed, it's easy. Just click the subscribe button and do it.
And he wanted to let you know, as you just saw, how to subscribe to my channel. That was really cool. And then here's another little clip. The big guys are just sitting at tables talking to people, and I just walked up on a little bit of discussion of Lester talking about moving into the Facebook realm. Lester and Jamie started in Facebook. That is their main platform. They branched into YouTube. They got their start on Facebook, and hopefully I'll be able to, over the next few weeks, break out some of the amazing stories they told us about how and why they started their channels. So you guys are gonna have to stay tuned and listen to me ramble on about, hey, stop it, I know I love you too, about these guys and how they started and why they started.
In your description on YouTube, put a Facebook link.
Can't copy and paste. How much is one of these little things?
We don't have, but I just don't know of anyone who's ever done that, because you can only put that in the description, whereas YouTube doesn't show you a story like Facebook does. Facebook shows you that's the news. So I don't know anyone who has ever gone backwards. I don't think that YouTube has any issues with Facebook. I think that Facebook has issues with YouTube.
Okay.
Here's another shot of cameraman Ron. Cameras are drawn to beauty. Ron is a cool dude. And Sarah, you are quite amazing actually too, and I'm glad I could save you from, you know what I'm talking about.
CrossFitters and video creators. Within the first minute of meeting them, you'll know that's what they do, because they cannot wait to brag on what they do.
Keep getting in front of my camera, right?
Hey, cameras are drawn to beauty, bro.
Is it okay if I do another video off this? And they said, well, I got his phone number. I said, I'll give it to you. You can text him. And he said, but I want to let Lester know you're texting. I just want to make sure it's okay.
Yes.
It's funny now, it's true. Daniel sent me a screenshot of the text where he said, hey, Jason from Tokyo Farm wants to text you.
Oh no.
That's what he said. He said, oh no, is he mad?
Eddie Family Farm, met those guys. I met a lot of huge YouTube channels, and the thing is, like, you still got to be there and you still got to be grinding it. And that's the whole moral of this story, is grinding it out, giving you guys what you want, loving you guys, connecting with you guys as best we can. Obviously, I try to keep my life personal. It's my life. I like meeting people, but I don't want random people showing up at my house. I've had that happen. Not cool. It is cool to meet people. It is cool to meet you guys especially. And like I told you guys in one of my videos, one of the greatest days of my YouTube life was a 5 or 6 year old girl who's my biggest fan according to her, and that is freaking amazing, and wanted to photograph with me. It was just amazing. So the amount of people that I met here, guys, is unbelievable, but the amount of knowledge that they were able to pass down to us is immeasurable. And now it's up to us to apply it. Do I want one of you guys to give me a shout out? Oh, yes. Am I counting on that or waiting on that? No, I'm gonna keep grinding. I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing. And I love doing it for you guys, and I love creating. I'm trying not to do static camera. Lester said, don't do static camera. Nobody wants to see a dude sit in front of a camera and just chat. Anyway, I've broken it up a bit with some video clips. So, this last clip that I have, the grass is always greener on the other side. Going on, boys? Nothing. You know, people were talking about you guys not giving me any love because you have all this grass. You want to come give me some love or no?
Not only are they not giving you love, they're walking the other direction.
Like, come on, guys. That's just rude. Girls still love me, right? The girls still love me? You getting chunky.
She is chunky.
Hi, Miss Gummy. Did you miss me? Did you miss me? Did everybody miss me? Did nobody miss me? The boys clearly did not miss me. You guys coming with?
Puddin looks right at the camera.
Hi. Do you look right at the camera? Hello. Movie star? Mama's splitting the herd, huh? Tell him she gotta get moving. Can't split the herd. Anybody out there like the goat sound when they cross the bridge? Anybody? All right, keep going. Struzel pushed you along, didn't she? She's just letting, yeah, she did. I know. She's just letting you know that you're still not in the boss mode or gonna be in the boss mode. So, ooh. All right, I'm not gonna stay here because you guys will just stand in the sun. It is too hot for that. And y'all just go click all them buttons and stuff and whatnot. Share us, all that stuff. The lovely H says, and all that jazz.